Yeah, I guess we'll talk about that also tomorrow. All your
and I talk more kind of about what I was going through the other tours with family too. I kind of share that experience. A lot of people ask me, what's it like, because not just war. They kind of see movies. They kind of have an idea what happens in war. You know, these things. But like with the family, like, how's the family deal? How do you deal with your family back home? How does the soldier deal with the mission? There's a lot of questions I get. So I started talking about that more and how I express myself doing that. And then, of course, how I got to what I'm doing now.
Take a minute here. Sit with your dad. Michael.
Oh, hi.
This is Brittany. This is Michael's daughter. She's been a lot of support to him, from what I've been told.
Yes, how old are you?
20.
She looks 15.
I do.
Yeah, a little bit more. 60.
I thought you at least had your license. Brittany was 2009? Mm-hmm. 2009, the first ever military child of the year.
I didn't get it.
2009, she was the first military child of the year. Operation Homefront in Lockheed Martin.
I don't know about those.
Yeah, it was the first one, 2009.
And who
Lockheed Martin and Operation Homefront decided to do this award together. Out of 500 kids nationwide. No. Babysitting it.
And your name is?
Brittany.
What's that?
Brittany.
Brittany.
Wallace.
I'm not in college. I learned how to behave myself now. In front of people.
Also, tomorrow during your talk, touch on like your attitude to this war as such, and if it was, I mean, the goals of it, if it's worth it, of course. I mean,
I don't normally touch on my story, but that's usually a question. I do a Q&A at the end, and that's usually a question a lot of people ask. And I kind of leave that because I know someone's going to ask it.
Yes.
I don't want no one to not ask a question. You know, it's weird. You go right question answer, everybody sits there. They just woke up. You know, that's uncomfortable. I want to make sure they ask questions. But it's a question a lot of people ask about that. But I'm totally for the war. I would go back if I could. You know, when you look at what they say about...
You mean the totally for the war? I mean, that was the right decision to go for it?
Yeah. That's, you know, I've never served in Afghanistan, but we all know why we went there. You know, Iraq was always questionable, where there was weapons of mass destruction. I want to get a T-shirt that says WMD. I found it. But no matter what, if it's not there, Saddam was a weapon of mass destruction. When you saw how those people were treated, no one on this earth should be treated like that. It's just like here, when you hand money because you see someone else that needs on the street, it's the same as another country. If we're powerful enough to help them, why not? No one should live like that. And you meet those people and you hear the stories of what they went through. There was no law. Saddam had these big, like, football player guys, and he would give them a house, give them a neighborhood. That's how he knew what was going on everywhere. And so these guys just run the streets. They can beat anybody. They can rape who they want to rape. They got what they wanted. Just lived this like monster life, and they were untouchable. And that's why everybody was so scared. You know, that's why he was able to keep an eye on everything. There's no. They already had to have a weapon in their house because people from Iran, Syria, they come and kidnap families. I heard these horrible stories. One guy was working to help rebuild our place. I traded him a pair of boots, so he built me a bookshelf to put some of my stuff on. And he told me a story how when he was doing construction for Saddam, one of his places, his truck was too noisy. It woke him up. So he found out whose truck it was and threw him in jail for 5 days. Having a noisy truck. I mean, it's just, you know, horrible stuff that these people had to live. It's just no one, you know, and I'm so thankful for the internet. You know, we have a lot of problems with the internet, it can be very bad. But these other countries are now being able to see what's really going on, you know? Their leaders would only let them see so much and wouldn't tell them the truth, and now they see it through the internet. how the rest of the world is living and what they're being deprived of, and they're standing up. You're seeing these rebels stand up, and I think that's awesome. And if they need a hand, I have no problem sending our troops to help give them a hand. I think they need to do a lot more, just like we fought our Civil War. They need to, take the brunt of it, so we can give them with supplies. We can help them with weapons. We need to send some special ops in here and there. We can do it that way. Trust me, these special ops guys, that's what they train for. They want to do it. They don't want to be bored. Oh, I got all this training. What do I get to do? These guys in the service, that's the Super Bowl. You're training all these years, and you get your opportunity to go. That's what you train for. You want to be a part of that, and you don't want your brothers to go without you. That's probably the worst thing, is to be home and knowing your friends out there, and you're not there just in case. It may not make a difference, and they get hurt with them. We're dumb, stubborn men, and we think it'd be better if we were there. It's good for her. She's doing psychology.
So, and how is your mental condition now?
It depends who you ask. Me, I'm great.
I asked you.
You want the truth? Ask my wife and my kids.
Yeah.
I have PTSD. I'm really disabled, 60% just from PTSD.
I mean, that's the official what you have.
Title on that, yeah. Like if you add them all up, I'm like 300 something percent, but it only goes up to 100. But because of that, I find my ways to deal with it. Everybody has their ways to deal with their symptoms and what goes on with that. It's not something that's constantly there. It can be triggered by many different things. It doesn't have to be war. It doesn't have to be a loud noise. It could be a smell. It could be a noise that has nothing to do with war. I remember one time I freaked out when you ever hear those, when they blow up balloons at like Party America or something, that squeak. That noise, I couldn't handle it. I just wanted to ball up in the car, so I had to leave the store and everything.
Have you been there now?
I will say maybe I'm a little more angry when I get angry. Always vigilant to my surroundings. Environments like this with all these Vietnam vets in here, it makes it easier for me.
Yeah.
I know they're watching out. It helps us relax around each other. So that really helps. And of course, you always scanned everywhere you go. Restaurant, you sit in a certain way. Yeah. I know she met me at a restaurant today at the Denver airport, and she looked right to where I was, sitting in the back corner, with a wall behind me. So it was easy for her to find me. Family knows we go to restaurants, like they all wait, like where are you going to sit? So everybody has to learn to live with it, It doesn't just affect me; it affects the family big time. We may be doing something like, okay, I have to go. I'm like, what's wrong? Everything's fine. I just can't breathe right now. I have anxiety. Tighten your chest. And, sometimes I will try to work through it, and that's what you have to do. You have to face it. Certain stores I don't like to go in Texas. There's one particular grocery store that just has skinny aisles. They're really tall. And I've left carts halfway full. Yes, I try. Now and then I'll go in and get one thing, maybe two things, just to kind of see if I can get through it. Even then I'll have anxiety. If they have a different keypad, for your debit card. Even that will make me nervous to start freaking out at a cashier if I don't understand how it works.
Okay. So the stress level is very low, or the threshold is very low.
Yeah, something like that could trigger. And other times I could be just going, great, take it on the world. And just little things like that, drive-thrus. I've left drive-thrus. Like McDonald's, Burger King, I know it's on the meal, the kids want, it's so easy. And it shouldn't be like, that's so dumb. I should be able to go, what do you want? Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, you want a okay, order one. Oh wait, hold on, I got one more. That should be something so simple to do. But no, I feel like there's pressure on being sandwiched in. And she's just having memories laughing right now.
Well, it's just funny because it's like you know what you're doing.
Oh, I know, but I can't help it. I got it.
And at the time, I wish my mom was here to hear this.
She hears it. Mackenzie, my youngest, that one, she has to challenge it in the moment. The other kids have learned, all right, let's just let that deal, we'll move on and we can talk about it later. The youngest one, why are you being so dumb? I don't understand, we're just standing in line at the movies, what's your problem? And she asked the question because she can't understand it, and it just makes it worse. I'm like, okay, I will leave her right now. We're not seeing this movie. But then I want to cause a scene because then I'll think it would make it worse. I don't want to escalate it. I just want her to be quiet and not escalate it. That was a recent one. As we were at a movie theater, and it was just as simple as me standing in line. People are coming up behind me in line. I have to go order the tickets. Something so simple, I've done 100 times. But in my head, okay, I remember what movie we're seeing, how many tickets do I need, who's coming up behind me in line, where are my kids, and my daughter's trying to talk to me. And we got like 3 more people until we get up there, and she's just trying to talk to my story. I'm like, hold on, I'll listen aside. Hold on. I'm like, Dad, what's your problem, Dad? I'm like, stop it. And she's like, oh my God, rolls her eyes. I have to turn away, breathe. Try to stay calm. They got their friends with us. I don't want to freak out in front of their friends, embarrass them, but maybe I need to do one time. She'll stop bugging me. You know? I think I just need to do that. Maybe I'll do a fake one so that I have better control to help her and just embarrass her, set her up and do a punk type thing. But like I have a problem with my eyes. I can't close the left eye. So then with the wind and everything back, so that's why I got the stationary bike up in the house. I have motorcycle sunglasses and goggles that run outside. If it's real windy, if I'm out there for a long time. Look like I'm wearing swim goggles. Next thing you know, I'll be wearing a helmet around, drooling all over the place.
Okay, I think maybe we'll let you
Go right up there.
free for now, and then we can talk later, and I'll listen to you tomorrow. Maybe there were some questions.
Yeah, we got tomorrow night and everything.
Is it? Do you want to take some pictures now?
Yes.
Or? Yeah.
What I would like to do is when we're talking to people, if I can take pictures of you, but I also would like to take portraits.
Okay.
And I swear. Because here is a little bit dark, we maybe have to go outside, but maybe I can grab it.
Yeah. Nice flags outside.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you even more for your service. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I had like 12 surgeries alone just on the eyelids. Like they almost threw away the left eye. Yeah, they're just going to add to it here. It never looks entirely correct because they got to cover it so much. It's too dangerous to open it up so much, so they're going to put some more skin down here. And they're actually thinking about doing a nose job.
I didn't know that.
We're joking, it's no joke. It's going to be sooner or later. I'm going to write something on that, but because this eye's starting to pull down. So that will actually loosen the corner of this eye. If they do the nose job, there's the same amount of skin over less face, and then it'll also help drop the nostrils down. So that kind of fixed a lot just by doing that surgery. So that's what I'm going to go do on the front. And then maybe fix this. Last surgery they put this in, and then made this bubble. This is a graft right here. He was trying to check with my mouth more, make it a little looser on that side, and then also he trying to give me so the contours and side. Tell my doctor.
You can have a wrinkle on both sides.
Yes. And I told him not to fix it up too much. You're going to ruin my material. I'm not trying to look perfect. I just want to be functional. But they want to you can change your class on, do all this stuff.
You got your wrinkle, you got your smile wrinkle here, and you need one over
This
there.
one is because he did too much on this side. This is my neck. This is my neck. This bar right here is all in my chest.
Holy smokes.
They rotated it up like that. That's why I got to shave so high up here. They rotated my neck up. That's why this side looks like it's not burnt. Yeah. They'll give me my age. So I go, how old are you? What nationality are you?
38, damn it.